Meat, no drop wasted. My Iron Man account who's restricted to using everything in a drop. Monster drops, skilling, or anything related falls into this drop category. These drops can't leave my inventory until I completely use them, from turning herbs into potions or ores into a chest plate. I can't use traditional shops, item spawns, or kill an NPC or harvest a resource unless I can use the full drop table in some way. To summarize all my restrictions, you can treat every skill now being a quest, with the first goal being Jad. Let's get the grind. So the intro pretty much explains what I'm going to be doing in the basic terms, but just to iterate more on the restrictions and the exceptions. So like in the intro, I can't bank any resource that could be further broken down into another resource. So to be simple, herb into a potion, or for items like a spear being poisoned. I can't kill NPCs whose drop table I can't completely use. So I already iterated that in the intro, but to explain more, if we are talking about clue scrolls, I can't kill an NPC whose clue scroll I can't do completely. So all the steps associated with it. With gathering resources, if I can't use it completely, I can't gather it. So me mining the iron ore, I need to be able to make it all the way to a chest plate. So I need the mining and the smithing for it. And then of course the no traditional shops or item spawns. For exceptions, I'm going to allow services, so charter ships, recharging a crystal bow, etc. I can have a raw item in my inventory as long as it stays in my inventory. Reward shops I'll be able to use, and also the Slayer shop. I will need to make an exception for the saw because nothing drops that. And then for random events and skilling events, I can bank the items I get. I can't control when those appear. So that's going to be my exception for that. And then with the mega rare drop table, like turning a shield left half into a full shield or poisoning the dragon spear, I'm also going to make an exception for that and either bank them or high out them. And then random drops of no use, so crack sample from digging and dig site. I'll still bank it, but obviously I can't do anything with it. And then quest only item spawns I could pick up, so like a pigeon cage. If you have any questions or improvements or anything you'd like to leave for me to read, just leave it in the comments below and we'll see what we can do. So after about 30 minutes of trying to decide my name, I finally figured it out. We're gonna go with no drop wasted. So I'm thinking of going like a rugged look, you know, because he's been doing this for a while. He's been using all the XP. It's kind of getting tiring. You know what? Nah, we're not gonna go with that look. Not for this series. We're not gonna get that vibe. We're gonna go sophisticated, because this man knows how to use everything. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. Let's get this going. Since we're just going through Tutorial Island, I might as well just talk about the theory crafting behind all this. So I think I've written down at least 5 to 6 pages of just where I should start. When I get off the island, I'm gonna drop everything and start fresh, and with the restrictions I have, that comes at a big cost. And what's funny is that it pretty much came down to what everyone does when they first start, and that's gonna be thieving, right? Everyone needs a cash stack, even my account. I don't want to go into full detail about everything I'm going to do to make it to the first task, being Jad, or I should say goal. But let's just say there's a lot of stuff I need to do before I get to that point. You know, since I'm on the theory crafting rant right now, I'm just going to say what I'm going to do with the coins. So I want to hit 55 construction. There's a reason why. I want to see if someone can figure it out. Pretty much, if someone could get as close as they can to the route I'm going to take, I would be honestly really surprised. This took me hours to figure out where to start and pretty much where to finish, the whole roadmap. And to get to that construction goal, I'm going to need to thieve a lot. I'm going to say from what I calculated using just regular planks, it's gonna be around 600,000 coins, but it might be more if I go up to oaks or teaks or whatever I can do. What's funny is that when I went to go kill this rat, I'm on Tutorial Island, so I wasn't really thinking there's gonna be any drops. So pretty much from the start, I almost forgot the rat bones and pretty much almost ruined the series from the start. What also sucks is that after I killed the rat, I was like, oh shit, like, is there a drop table on the Tutorial Island rat? So I went to go look for it and I couldn't find anything. So if anyone actually for some reason has the Tutorial Island rat drop table, let me know, just so I know if I had the full integrity of the account. So after freaking out about the rat's drop table and almost forgetting to pick up the bones, I have to go ahead and kill another one again, but with a bow and arrow. And once I kill it, I can't even get into the gate to pick up the arrow and bones. So there's exception number one, I guess. I already know I'm gonna be an Iron Man. It's pretty obvious, right? From just the intro and the concept of the series. But while I'm at it, I might as well do hardcore mode. Let's see where it takes me. I mean, I'm not gonna freak out if I lose it, but let's see how far I get without dying. We're finally off of Tutorial Island. The fresh Iron Man, hardcore status. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but just like every other account, we're gonna go ahead and drop everything we got from Tutorial Island, throw that on the ground. And that just reminds me that the item drop plugin I have on is super annoying. I need to get rid of that. I've just been super lazy. So we're gonna keep it for a little bit. So I know I said I was gonna do thieving, but I'm gonna go ahead and already diverge off the master plan. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Slayer task. I'm gonna see what I could get. See if I could just do a Slayer task to begin with all my restrictions. You know, you never know. Doing this run all the way from Lumbridge to Taverley really showed me that I have some miscalculations in my master plan. One being agility. I completely forgot about agility. Just like with the nature of the account, the restrictions, I'm gonna be running around a lot, doing all the skills and, you know, pretty much living the ultimate Iron Man life at the same time as an Iron Man. As we pass by Druidic Ritual, that also reminded me that I didn't account for quests. Man, I got a lot of recalculating to do. This is not good. Oh, hopefully it turns out well, but so far the master plan's going to shambles. We're finally at the guy, whatever his name is. So let's see what assignment we get. Oh, I didn't know there was all this text before when you never got an assignment, but I'm just gonna keep hitting spacebar. I'm not gonna worry about it. I just love that. Absolutely love that. Alright, well, we can't do Slayer until episode, what? 15, 20? Maybe 30? That's gonna take so long to get. The goblin drop table has pretty much every herb you could think of, every seed. I think seed, but I know for a fact it has every herb, and that's going to take me forever to get to. The good old stomping grounds. It's been a good 5 minutes since I've been here. And while I'm here, might as well go ahead and bank this enchanted gem and start the thieving grind. So I actually completely forgot that Tutorial Island also deposits a nice hefty 25 coins. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that on the floor as well. Okay, well, obviously I'm gonna need some health regen items. I don't know how yet, but we need them. Alright, while I was editing, I actually got a random event. So, if you haven't read the description yet for the full rules, random events I made an exception for. They're random. I can't control them, but also if I don't take them, it is considered, if you think about it, XP waste. So anything I get from a random event, I can bank, until I get the level that I can to use that item. Alright. First random event. Let's see what we get. Hoping something good. Okay. Okay. 3 uncut rupees? I'm gonna bank that right away. Okay, so I went ahead and made a bank tab for my random event items. I'm trying to decide if I do get a random event item, if I should work straight towards getting the items I need or skill to use that item, or if I'm able to just leave them in the bank until I get to that point whenever I do. If you guys could let me know in the comments, that'd be great. Alright, so after doing a little bit of research on what I should do to get my health regen items, I looked into the small fishing net. If you didn't know, for beginner clue scrolls, you need 25 fishing to do the fishing requirements for it. So while I was looking at the small fishing net, I noticed that you can only pretty much get it from the fishing tutor or the spirit angler from Temperos, but I consider them to be item drops. So the last source I could get it from is this Forgotten Soul. Never heard of it. And yeah, so it's at the Crumbling Tower, and I can't access it right now. It has the herb table. So again, another piece of content that's locked behind a lot of hours. So looking at the food wiki, I don't know why I completely skipped my mind, but I can just get cakes at the cake stall in Ardoin. I think that's how you say it. But it only takes 5 thieving, so let's go ahead and get the grind going. So the next steal that I do at the stall is gonna get me a really nice level 15. Usually this would be a really nice milestone for a regular account. They could go to the ham members and steal a rusty sword and get the RD Easy Diaries going to make it to where you have a 10% more chance to steal from a stall. So the reason why I can't do the ham members for the rusty sword is if we look at the pickpocketing drop table, you'll see down here we have a clue scroll easy, super far away from that, and then you also have some more herbs that I can't do since I'm level 1. So looking more into the rusty sword, I got pretty curious about it, and I noticed that you could get it from the level 1 digs at the dig site. So it looks like from first glance I could do all this, even right now. But then I started looking more into the RD Easy Diaries, and the next concern was Biohazard, which you had to do Plague City before. So if we go to Plague City, all the items required is not fun. So you have the spade, which I can't get currently. The rope, I have to use the 4 balls of wool on Ned, and I think you can't do that until Dragon Slayer. And then you have the Snapgrass, which if you go to the Snapgrass drop table, Tribesman has the herb drop table. Eclectic Impling Jar, or just Eclectic Implings, they have a huge drop table that I can't do right now. And pretty much the more you go into this, the more that you see that everyone is locked behind an herb drop table. So you kind of see where I'm starting to lean towards right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stop at level 34. There's a side thing I want to try really quick. And before I forget, we got our second random event during the thieving grind. We got the nice strength potion. No idea when we're gonna use it, but I'm assuming in the next 1,000 hours. So I'm actually doing something pretty irrelevant to where my account is right now, but I wanted to get out of the way, spice it up a little bit, you know? So we're gonna do some room mysteries. It does unlock some stuff later on, but I don't know, it just felt right. I just wanted to do it. So while I'm doing room mysteries, I want to talk about some of the discoveries I made while thieving. So I know earlier I talked about how I didn't account for agility, but I don't know why I didn't even think about it before, but I need 50 agility for the rogue's outfit to get that cash stack up. So there you have it. Agility is already coming in. And I also discovered that during the rogue training, I can get this rogue kit. So, I mean, obviously for any other account, this is pretty useless, but for my account, this is amazing. I get a chisel, I get a tinderbox, I get a spade, all the essentials. The only thing I don't really need right now is the rope, but that's gonna come in handy anyways later on. And there you have it. The first quest done on the account. And we get a nice air talesman with that. So now, when I got this air talesman, I didn't really think about what I was actually doing. So in my head, I was like, oh, okay, I could just use the talesman on the altar and we're good. It can't be used anymore. But then I realized I could make it into a tiara. And obviously I don't have the smithing for that. So hopefully that is fine with everyone. I'm gonna keep it in my inventory, but I just didn't really think about it at the time. So hopefully no one's mad at me. So with this mistake, it's obvious that I'm not used to this. This is the first time I've ever done an account like this. So for now on, anytime I do a task, do a quest, I'm gonna make sure I really read into it next time and take the time. I might have rushed this, I guess, but you can have my word that I'm gonna be more careful next time. So I don't know if anyone noticed, but I'm not a hardcore anymore. I already lost it. I already lost it somehow. And I have the clip right here. Luckily I was recording, but I'm an idiot and I was trying to do like what we did back in the day and run across White Wolf Mountain. I didn't really do my research. So yeah, I didn't realize I could go to the Edgeville lever and go to the wilderness and then hit the lever again and be an arty. So before I get into the recap of the episode, I want to give a huge shout out to Mr.Migh. He really helped me with setting up everything, honestly. Like, I never expected so much help from him. So his account link will be in the description below. So that wraps up episode 1 right there. I'm gonna go ahead and show the stats and the time played. So, I mean, nothing too special here. Most of the episode is me theory crafting and talking. I don't know if everyone enjoyed that, but I guarantee you next episode it's gonna be a lot of grinding. So don't you worry. But we ended up on level 34 thieving and level 1 everything else. And for the account summary, we have 6 hours and 48 minutes played. I can guarantee you that a couple of those hours or even more was me just logged in, editing, or talking to someone. But yeah, there's at least a couple hours in there on thieving.